Thanks everybody for being here today. Okay, here comes another person. Today we have Chad from Bitmart, and he'll be talking about getting your project listed on the mainnet. And thank you for being a part of the CDA.
Insider information. I don't.
And this event is hosted by Ben, the Blockchain Education Network. So Chad, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. This is Chad, head of listing at Bitmart. It's my pleasure to be here today, and thank you Ben and Connor for hosting the event, and thank you all to join in. Today I will cover our listing progress and give some insights and suggestions for new projects that are looking for exchange listing. Hope I can give you some general idea about how to prepare the listing and have a jump start. I may mention a few projects or tokens in the following parts, but just for example, no financial advice, and thank you for understanding. At the beginning, may I do a quick survey? If you already have a project or planning to have one, could you please type 1 in the chat? Okay, I think most of you guys maybe just wanna learn more about our exchange listing, how our exchange listing works. It's fine. Yeah, so let's move to our topic. First, please think, when is the best time to list your tokens? In general, high exchange listing can pump the price and bring you lots of users. But we believe listing shouldn't be your top priority at all. We prefer to see the teams focusing more on the project itself and come to us when they are well prepared. We review all listing applications carefully. We will review your team, the white paper, community, operation, timeline, MVP, and fundraising. A solid team doesn't have to be big, but everyone should have enough experience and have specific roles at the must. A one-man team won't work, and a white paper can illustrate the overall plan of the project and give details about the business model. So please treat your white paper seriously and make it as detailed as possible. And when to start building the community can be tricky, but it should be somewhere before you're officially listing your tokens in the market, because a good community can provide you tons of valuable ideas, a strong support, and become your early users. Okay, so timeline is a proof of how well the team organized works and the ability to stick to plan. It gives us and the potential users an idea of the project's current performance. So we are looking for a clear timeline before the listing. Fundraising is the biggest problem for many early stage projects. Some of them even don't have enough money to promote and run the project. And and so they come to us with nothing and just would like to pay tokens for the listing. Actually, this is an unwanted behavior. It will be like cheating to our users and let them buy risky assets. So in my opinion, if someone believes that their project is excellent and unique, fund should not be a problem. And their tokens should be considered more valuable than the fiat because they will appreciate soon. So a project with limited budget to us means either the business model is not attractive to users or the team is not strong enough to fund the fund. If good VCs are hard to reach, private sales or launchpad can help you to get early funds too. If projects come to us with exceptional performance, and we can definitely offer discounts or even free listings. But we don't take low budget as an excuse for bargain.
What would it look like for a project that has multiple crypto assets with the issuing fees, or if you would bulk them all together, or if you would do any free listings for them?
Probably, but John, could you just keep the questions for after I finish everything? Yeah, appreciate your question. Yes, I'll answer it later. Is that okay? Thank you, I appreciate it. And besides the review of the software, so we are also requiring 3 documents for the listing. And the first one is company certificate. It can be from any country. We understand there are DAO and community-based projects that don't have a company. It's fine, but we will require a few core team members to pass the KYC and consent agreement. And the second one is the code security audit report. Audit is an extensive review of the code of your smart contract. And the goal is to guarantee that the code is free of bugs and behaves as intended. So every project should have one as soon as the codes are finished. And the third one is the legal opinion. Actually, 70% of the projects come to us without a legal opinion, and most of them don't even know what it is. The legal opinion is prepared to confirm or deny the classification of the token as a security. We can only list the utility tokens, so we require the legal opinion to confirm that in order not to be subject to the law applicable to classic exchanges that trade in security. So our highest priority is the responsibility to users and provide more good assets to them. So we don't want to very early stage listings. Please be prepared before we introduce your tokens to our users. And there's also something you may want to avoid before the listing. The first one is please never think about do a direct listing to raise fund and dump to market, because it makes both project and exchange scammers. So no matter how much you want to pay, we don't take it. We don't want to expose our users to a completely uncertain listing. So please develop a product to a certain level and build a community first. A few hundred existing users with fairly distributed tokens are very preferable. And the second one is the huge airdrops. So you should avoid it. Airdrop is very helpful to get fast users, but you need to do the calculation. Do reasonable airdrop according to your token price, your supply, your circulation. Improper airdrops can destroy your project immediately after the listing. But because it will be very hard for us to track all the airdrops before, so we just ask our listing partners maybe to tell us. But sometimes they had the truth and their price is going to be damaged after the listing. And the third one is the price. You actually have the control of your price, your primary listing price. You can name your own price before the listing, right? And there are many things to consider to setting up a reasonable price. If the market dumps right away the listing, it will be very difficult to bring it back. And everyone actually aware of it. Definity is a very famous project, and it's actually a bad example here. So if you are interested, you can check back about their chat history, I mean their trading history. So avoid it and do more homework to choose the right price to start. And the last thing is thinking about which blockchain to build on. In general, it will take more time for exchanges to integrate customized blockchain and may charge more for that. So a typical Mainnet integration time can vary from 1 to 2 weeks to even over 2 months. And the Mainnet audit can also cost you a lot of money. So my personal suggestion is always trying to build on existing chains first, unless none of them can support your goal. So joining a good Mainnet ecosystem can bring you more resources and opportunities to grow. Especially if your team is small and with limited resources, develop a Mainnet can be too heavy for you and increase the default risk. So for now, Ethereum is still one of the most popular choice, and BSC is easy to deploy, and it is the best choice for many meme tokens. And personally, I was believing to Polkadot, but recently Polygon and Solana are grabbing more attention. Avalanche and Near also good choice to start with. And you can also do multi-chain if needed. And most exchanges can support tokens on several different blockchains. For example, we have Tether USDTs on ERC, Ethereum on Solana, on the Binance Smart Chains. So typically you can choose as many you want as long as the exchange is integrated with that blockchain. And we are also building up our listing profiles around popular Mainnet. We will host the Bitmart Mainnet campaign starting tomorrow and giving out a lot of words and bonuses. So please check our website and Twitter later today or tomorrow if you are interested. And also, okay, finally, please be aware of scammers. If you have a project, especially for that, Bitmart will never ask for payment before signing an official agreement sending from our official emails. And please always confirm the identity of anyone contacting you for Bitmart listing. And I think that's pretty much I want to cover today. And thank you for listening. And I'm ready for the questions. Hey, John, could you do you mind to maybe remind me what question you asked before?
Hey, what's up, Chad?
Hey, how are you?
Great.
You still have a question, John?
Yeah, so if you're a token issuer and you issue a lot of different assets, do you have those all go through the listing at once, or how do you work with that?
You mean one team have multiple tokens?
So say you're doing stocks and you have 20 stocks.
Sorry, what do you mean have 20 stocks? I don't quite understand this question. So is that like
20
one team
tokens
has more? Okay,
for
it
different
depends.
stocks.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends. If sometimes the tokens may be related to each other. It's like, for example, if you are doing something like a gaming or NFT stuff, maybe one token can generate the other one. So at that case, we may suggest a project side to list them all together because it may be easier for users to understand the function of the tokens. But if sometimes the tokens are completely different or separate from each other, they don't have any relationship. So we're gonna separate them. Yeah, because one day if we put all the listing in 1 or 2 days, that's gonna make the users confused, and the volume are gonna separate the two. So in general, every day we just list 1 or 2 tokens.
Okay, so
I'm answer your question.
yeah, so what would the fees look like for listing AMD stock, NVIDIA stock, like 20 or so stocks?
Yes, okay. Actually, we just have one listing package, and our fee is also fixed, but I cannot tell you the fee here because our legal they strict that me to tell the price here. If you want to know our listing price, you can maybe DM me after this.
Thanks, Chad.
No problem.
Chad, do you have any like useful links or anything that's like try to share like the Bitmark?
Yes, I think our Twitter and maybe my email or Telegram. If you wanna, yeah, okay.
And we have one other question. I'm not gonna try to pronounce your name. Sorry, Christian.
Okay, hi. I think it's Logeswaran here from CGM Lab. Okay, hi, Chad.
Hey.
Okay. I'm just want to ask about the price and how the price feed is when we become the new token, introduce the new token. How the price feed to be the like, how the feeding is? Is it based on liquidity or is just based on the owners give the price?
Price, okay. In general, we just offer one same price to all the projects. But according to your team, your volume, and your current stage of the project, we can discuss or negotiate the price I offer you. We do accept the counter offers too.
And Bitmart just acts as like an ECN, is that right?
Act as a what? ECN?
Yeah.
What is the ECN? I'm sorry about that.
A trading book?
No, we're a full function centralized exchange. Yeah, we offer spot tradings and futures, and maybe margin trading in the near Q3 this year.
Oh, cool! Congrats, that's exciting.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, great. Okay, actually, I'm asking about the liquidity of the price because when we are talking about the price of what is called the equity, is it based on the equity price? Is based on the owner give the feeding price, or is based on the total volume or liquidity?
Yes, actually, we have several factors to consider about the a certain price. Like say, if you have really large volume of liquidity, like Shiba or like maybe SafeMoon or other popular tokens these days, for the most time, maybe we have to waive the fee for you. But if you just if you have like I mean maybe less than a million daily, yeah, we can still talk about it. If the project have like 0 or a few thousand, yes, we don't take the negotiation for the price.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, not just because not only according to the volume, because if you are already listed on other centralized exchange, and that is a possibility to do the wash trade, right? So some project maybe not that on it. So we're gonna check it in the several parameters.
Okay, thank you.
We have one question in the chat from Jordan. It says, can you elaborate more on regarding legal opinion for tokens, as well as recommendation info regarding market makers such as firms like GSR? Are they necessary and recommended for exchange listing?
Okay, for the let me check legal opinion. Yes, legal opinion is because we are U.S. exchange, so you know the SEC is very tough. And if you check the news, XRP is still in the lawsuit regarding to to consider their tokens as a security. And also, I think there's another famous maybe Casper Labs, Sohu, and it's also facing the similar problems. So we require all the listings to have the legal opinion to confirm their token are utility tokens. They are not considered as stock as security. So both of us going to be safe. Going to be safe against the law of the United government. That is why we asked for that. And market makers such as GSR is good, and GSR they're also expensive. Actually, for the market making part, is depending on your goal. If you just want to do some liquidities to increase the depth of the order book, you do not need a top tier market maker. You can just hire a regular one. It's maybe cheaper. I think the starting price maybe 1,500 to 3,000 something. And they can already give you a good liquidity and give you a low spread and maybe some volume. But if you have some strategy and you want to make money, and you maybe should go to the more professional ones like GSR, and there's one also called Archon Trading. I think they are one of the best in the United States. I'm not going to promote them, yeah, but I know they do offer different services. It's according to your strategy. If you want to pump your maybe market and make some money in the future, yeah, some of them can do that for you.
I think to follow up on that, he said, what other market makers do you know of or are recommended?
Okay, I have the actually you can email to me. Yes, because I don't know if is that properly for me to say that in the public. Yeah, because we do not have a contract with them, and I don't know if they like me to say their names in the video in the live streams here. So please email to me or at me in our official Telegram. And yeah, actually here is my Telegram account. You can directly talk to me there, and I'll tell you something more about the market makers.
Thanks, Chad. I'm just Connor here, just chiming in to everybody that's listening, and anyone that watches the future recording. I think it's also notable to say that you can reach out to Chad if you have questions about exchange listings in general, what they're looking for, and you want to elaborate on this conversation. Is that right, Chad?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Does anyone have any other follow-up questions or anything like that? All right. I don't see anything. I won't take up too much of your time, Chad. But thank you again for freeing your schedule to come in today and talk. This recording will be available on YouTube and then also in the GDA Hackathon Discord channel. And I'm sure Connor will send that around once it's published. Thank you again, Chad.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, guys.